Alright, so right now we're going to work on a problem in 5C. We're going to work on number 1. I'm going to read the question to you. The mean height of American women in their 20s is about 64 inches, and the standard deviation is about 2.7 inches. The mean height of men the same age is about 69.3 inches, with the standard deviation about 2.8 inches. If the correlation between the heights of husbands and wives is about 0.5, r equal 0.5, what is the slope of the regression line of the husband's height on the wife's height in young couples? Give your answer to 2 decimal places. Really frustrating question because it doesn't tell you which is the explanatory variable and which is the response variable. I mean, if you look down, then you see a figure that they give you. That's what it gives you, and then you can, because it's a follow-up question. Number 2 is from 1, and they tell you that men is the response and women is explanatory. But I mean, if you decide you don't want to look down to number 2 and you just look at number 1, you get to be really confused of which one is y and which one is x. And the reason that's important because to solve for the slope, right? That's what the question is asking. What is the slope of the regression line? To solve for slope, if you remember, you need the standard deviation of y and standard deviation of x. And you need to specify which is the standard deviation of y and which is the standard deviation of x, because slope b is equal to correlation times the standard deviation of y divided by the standard deviation of x. So we know that r is equal to, let's see, r is equal to 0.5, right? 0.5. Let's go back and look at, for the standard deviation of women, or s of x, it is 2.7 inches, and for men it's 2.8. So let's go back and write that out. So s of y, which is the men, is 2.8, and the women 2.7, right? Men, women. Alright, so now that we have all the information that requires us to plug it into the formula, we can just now solve. B is equal to 0.5 times 2.8 all over 2.7. Let's take out my calculator here, turn it on, let's solve for it. First we'll go 2.8 divided by 2.7 times 0.5. Our answer is 0.518, which is, if you round it off to 2 decimal places, which the question is asking you, it's 0.52. So going back to the question, the answer is 0.52. So that's how you do 5C number 1.